Games. Yes, what a surprise, Vince. Games. And so today I wanted to speak to you about games and how I have interacted with it growing up. So I interacted with games growing up. The first system I ever had was a Nintendo, and I remember it like it was yesterday. So I had a Nintendo. Well, not really me. I have an older sister too. So me and my sister Vanessa, all right. We got this Nintendo. We was excited. Okay, and for all y'all who don't know, who are not as old as I am, Nintendo at the time it came with Super Mario Brothers. So Super Mario Brothers was the first Mario Brothers game on a American NES. I think in Japan it's been out on like an arcade. I'm not really too familiar with that, but anyway, it came bundled with a Duck Hunt. Now, what Duck Hunt was is Duck Hunt, excuse me. Duck Hunt was a game to where it came with a gun. I forget what the gun is called. I'm sure it has a specific name, but the gun it was super cool. So basically, the setting is that there's grass and then there's the sky, and then a little dog will like pop his head up and like he'll start laughing, and then like a duck will like fly, and then you got to shoot the duck, and then the dog comes up and starts laughing or whatever like that. But Super Mario Bros is where it was at. Super Mario Bros was the ultimate game at the time. Now, when we first got it, me and my sister played it a little bit, but my uncle John, my uncle John got a hold of this game system, and he did not let it go. This dude did not let this game system go a little bit. This dude would be in the room playing this game from like probably like 2 or 3 in the daggone afternoon all the way to the next day until he actually beat it. When like he came out, when he actually beat it, he came out the room and like he looked like he just survived a war. He was like, I finally beat it. And it was just an amazing game. Now when it came to Super Mario 2, we wasn't really we didn't know about it because Super Mario 2 it wasn't really meant to be Super Mario Bros 2. It was meant to be another game, but it wasn't really that popular in my household. We didn't know about it. So Super Mario Bros 3 comes out. In my opinion, Super Mario Bros 3 is the best Mario game ever. That's to me. People, some people say Super Mario 64. I like Super Mario 64. It's a good game, but I don't think it's as good and as iconic as 3. 3 is where people is like, okay, Mario is here to stay. So we got Super Mario Bros. 3. Same thing happened. My uncle played the crap out of it. But when we finally got a hold of it, it was like amazing. Because you can get all of these powers, like you get the raccoon suit, you get the turtle helmet suit where you can throw hammers, and like if like somebody like threw something at you or whatever, you can like duck down in the shell would protect you. You can get the we called it the bear suit. The bear suit is pretty much like a raccoon suit. But like we called it the bear suit. The bear suit, if you press down and like A, you would turn into a statue, and nothing can hurt you for that period of time that you was that statue. And then you get the frog suit. The frog suit was good for when you went to a water levels because you can swim better. If anybody played Mario, Mario 1, 2, or 3, when you swim, Mario just like kind of floats up and down when you swim, and then he comes back down or whatever, and then you can hit the swim button again. But with the frog suit, you can like kind of just like go like wherever you want in a 2D setting. It's not 3D or anything. And so like you can go anywhere you want in like a 2D setting. Like it was a little bit more controlled. And then you can get the P-Wing. The P-Wing, it pretty much you go into a raccoon suit and you can fly just like infinite until you reach the end of the actual board, so you don't have to deal with any of the monsters down there. You can just fly over them and then beat the level like that. Now once you did that and you go to the next level, you don't have that anymore. You just have a raccoon suit. Another thing that was cool was the whistles. Now the whistles, they don't really do this anymore, but the whistle, if you found one, you can blow it and then you can teleport to any level. So like once you blow the whistle, it makes the sound, and then you go on to this different level screen. It's almost like if you was able to go outside of our like reality and see every reality and be able to pick. But Mario, so like you like go to this like little outside world and you see the levels 1, 2, 3 all the way to, I think it only goes to like level 8 where Bowser is, and then you can pick any level you want to go to. You can skip certain levels if you wanted to. But yeah, it was Mario 3 was very, very iconic, and it had a big impact on me and my family, because we all game. So and then when it comes to what was the next game that we got? There was a game, let me know in the comment section if y'all have ever played this game. It's called Black Manta. It was Black Manta, and it was for the Nintendo, and it was a ninja game, and it was the most fun ninja game I've ever played. This is before I even played Ninja Gaiden or anything. So Black Manta, I would explain it, but I really don't remember too much about it. It's a very obscure game. What else did we have after that? Crap, this is kind of fun. Let me see. We have Black Manta. After that, oh my gosh, what was the next game? Oh, Tecmo Bowl. Oh my gosh, Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, man. Bo Jackson, he was like the cheat code in that game. If any of the OGs out there know what I'm talking about. Bo Jackson was the cheat code. This dude, he was like OP. He was broken, man. He was super OP. And after that, NCAA basketball, Bases Are Loaded. Me and my sister just used to play Bases Loaded just to throw the baseball at like each other, because in a Bases Loaded, it was one of the first games to where you can actually throw the baseball and like hit the character who's like up batting, and then like a little segment comes on when you like hit them too much, and then they start fighting. So me and my sister just used to play that game just for that reason, and it was great. And then there was a volleyball game. It was called what was that volleyball game for the NES? It was like the only popular one. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go crazy trying to think about this. What's it called? Crap, what was that game called? You know what? I'm gonna Google it. You know what I'm saying? This is live and it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Let's just Google it. The heck with it. Let me see. Volleyball game for NES. Volleyball. No, not that one. It was a volleyball game. It was called not US Champions, not King of the Beach. Venice Volleyball. I never even heard that. Did I play it for? Maybe it was Dig and Spike. No, that was for Super Nintendo. Anyway, if y'all remember what volleyball game that was for the NES, let me know down in the comment section. Um, so yeah, it was all of those games. Nintendo, it had a really big impact in my life. And that was my first system. My second system, it's kind of, it borders. I can't remember if I got a Super Nintendo or if I got a Sega Genesis first. I think it was a Super Nintendo, and then my mom got the Sega Genesis because I remember getting the Super Nintendo, and the Super Nintendo. Oh my goodness, Super Nintendo has so many good games. It has Super Mario World. You can choose Yoshi. The first game to where you can just ride on the back of like Yoshi and you know what I'm saying, things like that. And then you get a cape instead of like a raccoon tail. But the only thing I didn't like about the cape is that, I mean, it looked cool, but the only caveat about it is that once you run and then you fly, you can only stay up there for so long and then you fall. And then like you can like use a little glide technique. Now that I think about it, I think it was more effective than a raccoon suit. Because a raccoon suit, you couldn't do that. The raccoon suit, you just go up and fly, and then like you just fly down softly. And Super Nintendo was the first system to have Super Mario Kart, one of the greatest games ever. You can't front on that. Mario Kart was the greatest game. I don't even like to play other race car games because of Mario Kart. It's just not interesting. It's all like if I wanna play a race car game, it's gonna be Mario Kart. Because Mario Kart, you can do fun crap in it. You can go up against people. Not only do you get to beat them in the race, but you get to beat them down. Period. You know what I'm saying? You get that. You get the shell. You get the red shell. You can just, man, it's just all day long fun. You know, and it's very competitive. And then games like Street Fighter came out with it. Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter Turbo. Oh my goodness, one of the greatest games ever. Super Street Fighter for all of my New Yorkers on here. You know what I'm saying? All of my New York friends or whatever, you know, because that's where I'm from. I'm from New York City. So, back then, you know what I'm saying, back when I was a kid, I remember we used to go down to this pizzeria, and we used to get a slice of pizza, and we used to play the arcade, a Street Fighter 2. I think it was either Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I can't remember, but one of those. So like we used to go down there, and like there used to be like a Super Street Fighter 2. Pac-Man was in there, and another game that escapes me. Mortal Kombat came there a little bit later. But I remember we used to get a slice of pizza, and we used to line up because there was this one dude that I forget his name. But back in the day, for all y'all that don't know, this is again for all my OGs from like back then, is that if you was the man in like Street Fighter, if you was tearing people down back in those days, like back in the 90s and stuff, like you were popular, like you was a popular dude for that. You know, it's like you get the girls and everything. You know, we used to walk out of there mad. I remember we used to come with like quarters, and like we used to just wait and like just, you know what I'm saying, wait to just fight like who was the best in there at the time. Yeah, but like anyway, going back to the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo has so many great games, you know, and then they end up getting Mortal Kombat also. But the Sega Genesis, once the Sega Genesis came out, it was different. Because the Sega Genesis, first of all, it was 16-bit, and like they didn't care about the violence on like a Mortal Kombat. Like it had the blood, the fatalities were like brutal, you know what I'm saying, heads was falling off, everything like that. So Sega Genesis, yeah, I kind of ignored my Super Nintendo when my mom got the Sega Genesis, because we got to play Sonic. Sonic had the best soundtrack for a game. Sonic had the greatest soundtrack for a game, even though it kind of bit off a lot of music that was out at the time. Like it bit off A lot of people don't know this, but it bit off of Bobby Brown's "Every Little Step I Take." Uh, uh, Go back and listen to the Sonic soundtrack, and then find the music that it sounds like. Once you listen to it, a lot of people probably know, but once you listen to it, you know, okay, they did that. But it was the best soundtrack. And unlike Mario, Sonic could actually drown or whatever if you didn't get air bubbles. You know what I'm saying? He could drown and everything like that. And it was a little bit more edgy. It was way more edgy. You know, you felt like Dr. Robotnik had a bigger part to play, violently than like King Cooper. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. What other game was out? Oh, those were, well, I was gonna say that's the first Marvel X-Men games came out on there, but I forgot that a few of them came out for Nintendo too. I only played the X-Men game. I know that they had a Spider-Man game, and oh, speaking of Spider-Man, oh my gosh, I have to speak about Maximum Carnage, the best Spider-Man game ever, right? It was the greatest Spider-Man game ever. Oh my gosh, Maximum Carnage was so dope, man. It like, for all y'all that don't know, if you ever played a beat 'em up game like Double Dragon or a Fatal Fury or whatever like that, it was a game like that. It was a beat 'em up game, but you can pick Spider-Man or you can pick Venom, and you can just go through and just beat up henchmen, and like Carnage, Carnage was like trying to take over everything, and you know what I'm saying, Endgame was you had to face Carnage, of course. But oh, and then, oh my goodness, I'm missing so many iconic games because I was a big Ninja Turtles fan growing up. Ninja Turtles fan, and then Power Rangers came later. And you know what? I'm still a Ninja Turtles fan, and I'm a Power Rangers fan. And I'm always gonna be like that. But yeah, I'm just always gonna support them. But Ninja Turtles, I remember. Oh my goodness, Ninja Turtles was so amazing. I remember having that game for the Nintendo, and then Super Nintendo Turtles in Time came out, and it was just a lot of fun. You can play you could play a multiplayer, and like you got to fight like all of your favorite bad guys from there. Like Baxter Stockman, Shredder, Krang the Brain, Bebop and Rocksteady. You know what I'm saying? Casey Jones made some cameos. You know what I'm saying? The sweatpants wearing, tank top wearing, bad what of that time, and it was just a lot of fun. So I can't forget about Ninja Turtles. They had a Power Rangers game on there, which I liked as a kid. I couldn't play it now. It's not that good, the Power Rangers game. But I've always been a big Power Rangers fan, and I had a crush on the Pink Ranger for like a lot of years. Probably still do, because she was hot. Her and Topanga. Side note. Anyway, let me get back to it. Oh, and Laura Winslow. Those are my 3 crushes. Okay, let's get back on track. What else? What did I have next? After that, I didn't get a PlayStation. After that, I got a Sega Saturn. That's what it was. I got it for Christmas. And I remember, for all of my OGs out there, again, if y'all ever had one, I had Daytona USA, which was a race car game. And it was so lit because Daytona USA, they had these Japanese singers singing in the background while you was racing. And it was so awesome. And so we had that, Virtua Fighter, which was an awesome fighting game. It kind of came out around the same time. It's like Tekken, I think. And so I had that. I had the latest Sonic game that I can't remember what it was called for some reason. And what else? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Yeah, but I had I had those three games. Oh yeah, I had a Street Fighter game. I think it was a Street Fighter Alpha game. I can't remember which one it was. And then after that, I got PlayStation. PlayStation is like, I got introduced to all of my favorite games on it. Like, you don't understand. All of my favorite games. PlayStation, when PlayStation came out, uh oh my goodness, all of the most games that had the biggest impact on my life, games that I still play to this day that I'm obsessed with, that I can tell you anything about. Resident Evil, played it on the PlayStation. Metal Gear Solid, played it on the PlayStation. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 7, that I got blessed and I got blessed to play a lot of these remakes. I'm playing Final Fantasy 7 remake right now. I just got done beating Resident Evil 3 remake, and I beat Resident Evil 2 remake. I'm so blessed to had to play those games, why they look like that, so realistic graphics. I can even say Resident Evil 1, I got to play that. It wasn't a remake, it was like a, well, it was like a remaster, I guess you could say. But you know, these are all of the games that I still hold dear in my life. Just like anime. I love anime, and I'm always gonna love anime, no matter what anybody says. That's why I call myself the peaceful genius. Not because I discovered a way to like spread peace all over the world, which it kind of can be, but I call myself the peaceful genius because I'm at peace with myself. I love myself. I know myself, and that's the way to spread peace, is to be yourself and respect people for who they are. That's the way. That's why I call myself the peaceful genius. I mean, you see how nerdy everything is. Like, I got I got pictures of Goku Black, Saitama, for One Punch Man. I got like paintings of like Hogwarts and everything like that, Harry Potter stuff, Attack on Titan portraits, a Wizard of Oz a drawing, um, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark painting. It's just who I am. I love that. I love to see things like that, and I'm gonna always be like that because companies like Sony, companies like Microsoft, companies like Disney, Marvel, they influenced me. Excuse me. They influenced me throughout my whole life. They influenced me. DC. They influenced me through my whole life, and they're still influencing me to this day. And I don't care to be a nerd or a geek or whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I kind of got off track from the video game systems, but you know, everything else is like pretty much history. I had a Xbox 360. Xbox 360 was a great system after they fixed that Red Ring of Death crap. But and then I had a Xbox One X, and it was a great system, even though I got rid of it because I got a PC now. PCs are pretty much Xboxes anyway. So I'm still playing games to this day. I'm still watching anime to this day. And the whole point of this video is that, you know, gaming is fun. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. Gaming is fun and it's okay. Anime is fun and it's okay. You know, always be yourself. Let things influence you in positive ways. Let things influence you in very positive ways. You know, so everybody be kind to each other. I'm gonna end this video because it's probably going on long enough. If y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask me, put them down in the comment section. I will definitely get to it. And always click like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more content. And just definitely just support my channel. There's going to be more content coming along, and the more my channel is supported, the more I'll get equipment to better serve y'all and show y'all a great time, because I want to have moments like this where I get to speak to the people. you know, and actually get to vibe with you. Yeah, so definitely do that. I think on my next video I'm gonna try to talk about depression, um and like how it affects people and all of the different ways it can affect somebody. So if you want to see that, definitely comment below. Definitely share everything I put on here, no matter if you're on social media, or whatever. Just share it. Give me a shout out and tell people to visit my page, and I promise you I'll get better with time. All right, people. Love y'all. Stay safe.